This episode of the Dog Training Revolution is crowdfunded by you and sponsored by Midwest Homes for Pets, because life goes better with pets.
We have a very special episode of the Dog Training Revolution today. I'm going to tell you what one new organization is doing to make a difference in the lives of dogs here in New Orleans, and you're going to meet one very special young trainer who's doing what he can to make a difference in his community. But the issues we're dealing with here in New Orleans are really the same everywhere. What I'm hoping to accomplish today is to get the wheels turning so we can all collectively figure out how to address the problems of overpopulation, breed stereotypes, and of course, how to better raise the standards in dog training. Addressing these very complex issues at the source is exactly what the Inner Pup of New Orleans, founded by Lindsay and Jean Goldring, is trying to accomplish. The best way to impact the future is to make sure that education is available to anyone who wants it. Knowledge solves a lot of problems. If you want to support the videos and the content we make here on this YouTube channel, consider making a small monthly contribution to our Patreon campaign. That's absolutely voluntary though. Click thumbs up for another video. Make sure you like me on Facebook as well at facebook.com/TheZachGeorge. And of course, make sure you're subscribed so you see all of my future videos. Now let's go meet one of the co-founders of the Inner Pup of New Orleans, Lindsay Goldring, and see what she's doing to revolutionize the dog rescue world here in New Orleans. Lindsay, tell me about the Inner Pup of New Orleans.
Our mission is to empower people to end animal overpopulation and suffering. So a lot of these rescue groups that are doing a fantastic job are working on the animal side, getting the animals out of the shelter, working on not having to euthanize them. And we're gonna go upstream and stop it at the root of the problem with education, outreach, and awareness.
And so elaborate on that. As far as education goes, what is the best way that you're finding to educate people locally?
A few different ways. A lot of people don't have access to their current resources. We've got this truck. We're gonna go out into these communities that don't have access to their local resources for spay, neuter, and education, and we're going to bring it to them. We call the truck Bootsy. So we're gonna put our boots on the ground.
We're gonna meet Jamar in just a little bit, and he's one of your community heroes, as you like to call him. Tell me about him and kind of where people like him are coming into play to help your cause.
We have these people in the community that are going to decentralize the resources from the shelters. So the goal is to have a number of people like Jamar in their communities as community heroes, where people can come to them and ask, where do I get my dog fixed? How do I get my dog trained? I'm sick of my dog peeing in the house, chewing everything up. Who do I call? And then they can go to people like Jamar. These people will help build better relationships for people and their pets, and then also educate people on spay neuter.
It's huge, so important. I know you're always advocating for it, I am as well. It's such an important thing to do. Probably, would you say it's the most important thing?
It is the most important thing right now.
It takes people being involved in the community to show their friends and family and other people and acquaintances how to really interact with dogs and teach them and prevent a lot of these problems and just educate, right?
I believe going into educate the youth is enormous, and I believe in dog training.
Midwest Homes for Pets, they're a sponsor of this particular episode of the Dog Training Revolution, and we were talking not too long ago about how so many people relinquish their dogs just because of behavior problems, and it's so preventable and so easy to eliminate these problems when you know what to do. Midwest Homes for Pets is an incredible advocate for homeless animals everywhere, and they put their money where their mouth is. They do a lot to contribute to alleviating these problems. A hallmark of a good dog trainer is being able to control your dog's environment. We have to make sure that we have the right supplies in order to accomplish this goal. For example, I don't think there's anyone in the animal rescue world who wouldn't tell you to either budget for a crate, an exercise pen, or gates in your house to make sure that you can control your dog's surroundings to keep them safe and secure, and it also saves your property as well. Plus, this allows you to keep bad habits from emerging in the first place. Make sure you get products from ethical companies like Midwest Homes for Pets who really support positive training. I'll have a link in the description below. Lindsay, I really want to say hello to Jamar, kind of see what he's up to and what we can all learn from his experiences. What's up, Jamar? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Jamar, I know you and Lindsay have been working a lot on training. You've really excelled at this and you're doing a great job. What is it you like about dogs?
Everybody wants a good best friend.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a German Shepherd.
Oh, they're fun dogs. I've enjoyed a lot of German Shepherds over the years. What is it you want to be when you get a bit older?
I like helping, volunteering with dogs and stuff, because it's fun. And I like help training dogs because I want the dogs to get a nice home.
I'll tell you, I get a lot of emails out there about people who ask me, you know, I want to be a dog trainer, but how do I get experience? How do I get my foot in the door? And doing exactly what you're doing is the way to do it. You go to a shelter, you work with lots of dogs, you get lots of experience because every dog is so uniquely different. So in your own neighborhood, What have you done to kind of tell people and educate people on the ways to interact with and treat their dogs?
I'm trying to help my sister train her dog now, but
How's that going?
It's not working out that good.
It's important for you as a community hero to be able to educate people in your community and give them information about these dogs. How much is it to adopt a dog from this shelter?
$67.
Okay, and for $67, they're up to date on their shots. What else do they get for
They
that?
include neutering.
Which could cost hundreds of dollars if you get it done, you know, from a vet, which is still well worth it, but it's an added incentive to adopt as well. What do you say we go inside, pick out a dog, and see what we can teach them?
I'm ready.
All right, man, let's go. What do you think about this guy over here? It says here that he was relinquished because he kept getting out of the fence. It's one of those things that's so easy to resolve when you just control your dog's environment. One of the huge problems, especially here in the southern United States, is a huge overpopulation of pit bulls. Did you see how many pit bulls were in there?
Yeah.
So many of them, and they're one of the most misunderstood breeds out there. A lot of people think pit bulls are aggressive. By and large, they're no more aggressive than any other breed out there. We don't know anything about this dog. We don't even know if this dog knows how to sit. All right, so you can see he jumps up a lot. That's a big reason that a lot of people don't adopt dogs. Right now, we have no communication together, so we don't really know each other yet. So I've got to rely a lot on treats to build trust. You see that? Isn't that awesome? Yeah. One of the reasons I love working with younger people, teenagers like yourself, is because you get to learn things like empathy. You get to learn things like patience, what it is to get a sense of achievement and accomplishment. The lure is where you coax them into a position by using the treat to steer them by their nose. So we want to keep that glued to his nose, just like a magnet. Yes, awesome job. There you go. Do it again. When you have a success like that, if you can try and get 2 or 3 in a row, it really helps while it's fresh on their mind. Does that make sense? Doing good.
Come here, bud.
There it is. That's genuine energy. I love that.
No.
A little bit lower. Yeah! Now he's starting to get it. You see that? Teaching dogs is much more than getting them to do something and putting them into a position and giving them a treat. You know, it's about connecting with them and understanding them. Jamar, you are doing awesome. I think you have a bright future should you decide to be a dog trainer. I think you have a real gift for it. So keep up the good work. Lindsay, what you're doing here in New Orleans is really admirable. Tell me what you guys have done in your community to make progress on these very difficult issues, or what ideas do you have? Tell me in the comments below. Check out the Inner Pup of New Orleans at facebook.com/theinnerpup of New Orleans. Click thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you're subscribed as well, and we'll see you guys in the next video. You're awesome.
We had so much fun filming this episode. It makes me so happy to know that there are people who care about making things better. This is one of the reasons that all of my video content is completely free worldwide. If you need help teaching your dog, check out my playlist, A Step-by-Step Guide to Teaching Your Dog. Now, I'm always updating this playlist as well to make sure that my best videos on the respective topics are included in that playlist. So check back often. Thank you for subscribing, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next episode.